Atlanta. Georgia, how are you all? I hope you're well. I know I am. Oh, you did it. You came to the right place, ladies and gentlemen. Please. Harmontown is now in session. Put your hands together for the mayor of Harmontown, Dan Harmon.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. God bless your railroads. God bless your airlines. God bless Coca-Cola. God bless AT&T Mobility. We are in what's called an alpha city, Jeff. We're in a center of world commerce, Atlanta, Georgia. This is a gigantic, like, global. It's been the nexus of American civilization and beyond. I'm not being. It sounds like I'm being sarcastic, doesn't it? If I were from here and someone started saying that, I'd go, "What's this? A setup for, like, he's gonna take a piss on our faces?" No, I've been Wikipediaing you today, as I do each city we go through. I do a little bit of research, and I was stricken by the history and the fucking human pain and triumph. It's not funny. You should laugh. We're in a comedy club. I'm happy I say something that makes you laugh, but truly, like, it's a beautiful, beautiful. It's the most historical city in the country. I'm going to say that right now. I'm not an expert.
What are you basing that on?
Well, you know, you'd have to go like, well, what about Virginia, Dan? What about Washington, D.C.? Fuck politicians. This is the politics is not history. History is blood and humanity. Atlanta, like, probably out of any city we'll be to on this tour, maybe out of any city in the country, certainly paid the price for the Civil War conflict. Like, just sat here and got destroyed. Like was just in the crossfire because it was at the center of all these railroads. It was a strategic location for military operations. So, you know, this guy, General Sherman, sounds like kind of a dick move. Just because it was on its way to Savannah, right? Just decided Atlanta should be burnt literally to the ground, every scrap of it, except for hospitals and churches, quote Wikipedia. So that everyone can sit and go, "Dear God," or heal my leg, my house is gone, and everything. But it goes beyond that because that's and I think this is really, really, really interesting. Like I don't know where we'll go, and I'm not a historian, certainly not a Civil War historian, but just reading about that, I'm going, okay, so I bet this place got it the worst out of that whole conflict. I bet the suffering was the worst here. Like, the biggest battles took place around here. The crossfire was the worst here. The place was burnt to the ground by what's that? Is this a rival for who got it worse? Or is that like a Wounded Knee, like, of Atlanta thing? Okay, well, you know what? Yes, thank you. I'm not.
Ken Burns, everybody.
Ken Burns is here.
Fucking amazing.
Hey, I don't come to where you animate photos and tell you which keyframes to set. No, I'm not discouraging you calling something out. I'm just making sure you're maybe agreeing with me or disagreeing with me. If you're disagreeing with me, shut up for a second. Okay, but if you're agreeing with me, hallelujah. But the thing I was stricken by reading about it was, okay, so the place was just razed by this horrible bloody conflict, and then the first to bounce back, like, gigantically, and just became like the center of commerce again. It's like constantly being punished for being this nexus of civilization, and then also because it is a nexus of civilization, like, not having the option of being, you know, fucked up. Like, you look at, like, Flint, Michigan, and you go, oh shit, you know, we had an auto plant here, and then it closed down. That's why you're being raped right now. We're in a city that was ordered burnt down by a federal empire and then popped right back up again, like a game of whack-a-mole, and became not only a commercial empire, but also, like, at the forefront of the New South, of progression. And they coined this phrase. I don't know where it came from. It was your Willie B. Hartsfield. Was that his name? And Your mayor from the 40s to the 60s to the 50s, when all that shit was going down, Atlanta was this like pocket of fuck this shit. Like let's make some money and build our houses and like do this stuff. And the phrase "too busy to hate" got adopted. That's like sort of a slogan here. I don't know if it's how much bullshit it is, but I caught my breath a little bit when I read that. Too busy to hate. Too busy to hate. They got too much shit to do. There's too much reality happening here for them to engage in the idea that if you're a black person or a white person or if you know whatever wherever you're leaning, there's too much shit to get done. Too many railroads happening. Too many planes coming in. They got places to go. Too much cargo to offload. You know, too much coke to make. Too much AT&T to mobilize. And now they're also a media empire as well. There's a lot of stuff being shot here. It's a little, and it's not, you know, there's no White House here, and there's no it's the cleavage of our country. It's just drink down deep. Just take a Sharpie pen and put it right in there.
You mean like the Rockies and the Appalachians would be like the titties?
Yeah, I didn't think that hard about it. I was just trying to think of what it is. I didn't want to say vagina because that's it's the womb. It's a deep, dark, painful, joyful, creative.
You were really busy.
Vessel.
You were really busy on the internet in that bus ride today, man.
No, it's just the hotel lobby. I went down, I had a Kettle One, and I pulled up Wikipedia. I said, what is Atlanta? And I'm in love. We were in Texas. You probably heard me blowing them when we passed through. But I didn't say, oh, Texas is great for any reasons. I'd say Atlanta's great. Like Texas. And I also didn't give a shit about Austin. I was like, Texas, we're in Texas. Let's talk about my infatuation with Texas as this
And the cool
republic.
thing is we get to spend some time here. Actually, we were doing an early show because we have to get out of here because Bob Goldthwait's coming in. And then
who is awesome.
But we actually get to spend the evening and the night here and not have to get up. Like, I'm not get on the bus at the crack of dawn or at 4 a.m. or whatever. That's awesome.
Yeah. I probably have to write some scripts though. I think it's like, I think Fox and CBS.
Do you have to write while you're on the road?
I have to write right now. I have to. Yeah, I should have a laptop out and going. Fade in. Natalie's. She's hot, but she's smart.